Hello, welcome back to Oolykee Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. And today we're gonna be putting our population on steroids. Wasn't that a clickbait? Right, it's not really a clickbait. I think clickbait should be a photo only. We're not gonna put anybody on steroids. What I think that our population is already on steroids because of the growth. I think hugely it could be due to normal game mechanics, but also could be due to longevity of our population. I think we took care of them really well because average lifespan is 83 years old. I am not really sure which real-life country does that, but what we're gonna do today, we're gonna be expanding our population, but in a little bit more, well, let's say sustainable way. We did in last episode create some of these enormous buildings, which they're gonna bring their own enormous problems, but this is not the best way to go about it. I mean, like, there's a huge benefit of these buildings because they have 3,260 population count, but also they don't require any heating, at least that the description said. Maybe that has been changed though. Right, I might have to pay attention to this as well, but of course there's a thing like geothermal heating, which I absolutely don't have any problems of using right now. So if I see any issues with heating in anywhere, I will be just jumping on board this gravy train of geothermal heating, because this is the end of the series. We have only few episodes left, few, and yeah, I'm not afraid to use it. Okay, so we already expanded this city to the limit again. This is I don't know, interesting. Is that a thing? Can I call it interesting? This is a shop, so obviously we can expand here around this area, so let's try this. Right, we have 24 million, which would be enough to build one of these huge buildings, and I think that would be waste of money because they're extremely expensive. We can definitely do better economics on this. So for example, if we go, this city only has these Pripyat buildings, they're all the same. I know they're boring now, but unfortunately I'm gonna continue with this, just, I don't know, as a tradition. Why the hell not? Here we go, it's this one here. So, here we go. So 200,000 for this one. So we can build literally 20 of these. 100 of these. So wait, 10 of these would be okay, 100 of these we can build. Just to compare it to the other ones, to the big ones. So and I think it's not comparable. Population was 200 people here, 100 times 200, 20,000 people can live in 100 of those. But we're not gonna really take it slow. We're gonna try to do it as well, as fast, as best as we can, because these series are slowly coming to an end. What I would like to do is just to see how far we can go. Right. Go to crap. Okay, here we go. Like this, and then we're gonna have to. I wanted to make this a little bit closer for our peeps, but obviously that's not a thing. But bang, this is. Okay, so these guys here should be able to move all the way there. Maybe I can create. Maybe I can help them out. But if I do this, then that means we're gonna have additional. Well, full building on this side. Sorry, empty building on the left-hand side, and the full building on this side. So let's do this, and why the hell not? Let's do two more over here. They look like they're gonna be well connected to, well, let's say everywhere. So I have no problems of plonking it here. We're gonna in next few episodes we're gonna see what we can do with this, with economics and with making our people happy as well. I mean, like, there's no point of having 20,000 dead men walking everywhere, so you know, it's a good thing to have, well, heating and stuff. We can also see all these additional buildings definitely created additional stress on our heating system. Well, heating plant per se is doing quite well. but this heat is not transmitted well over here. So if we go to check out our heating plants, we have let's see where the heating is. Here we go. Okay, this one is running at capacity, but this one is definitely over capacity, so 122%. So building another one right over here, it's not the worst thing ever. But I'm not heartless bastard. I'm not going to be paying for this, so I will let them fight for their lives. Let's see the distance over here. Okay, this looks like it's a decent distance to the heating plant. And let's see direction and distance. Let's see what we can do over here. Okay, wow. This one is gonna fight me all the way. And like I said, we're gonna let our peeps finish this one because they are not constructing anything over here, so I'm pretty happy with putting a little bit of responsibility for their own lives on their own. Yes. So this is gonna take a little bit while. I don't think they're gonna die of cold or anything like that, but still, it's heartless of me. But what you gonna do? We need those Vladimirs for other projects. Oh, here we go. This looks like it's it. Can we do it? No, we can't. Lift one. Lift two. Actually, the problem is not the height. It's the actual power cable over here. And now it's the height. No, it's the power cable still. Okay, let's go 1, 3. Really? Okay, so this is a little bit on the strange side. I don't like this, but let's try it out. Let's try it out. Here we go. We can again allow them to finish this because it's not a complicated thing. I'm just gonna check out if all our people are going to work. They indeed are. Steel over here, it has an issue because we don't have enough steel. We're importing iron, so that's fine. We have too much steel. Unfortunately, this guy is only supplying one of them over there. Okay, so we built 2 additional buildings. They should be well connected, and we shouldn't have any people living with their parents except over here. We can transfer some of the people here. We don't have to overdo it. Just 100 or so would be fine. Okay, let's move on. So we have practically every city we have has a population issue, well, or people living in their parents' issue. So let's try to deal with this. Let me see how far they can walk, so I don't have to do actually everything for them. They can walk not far, not far. Well, they do have a lot of stuff over here. So let's see what we have on the high side of low footprint side of things. So let me try to do this. 1 second. Here we go. Okay, perfect. Well, sorry about this. I'm just adjusting some settings here. Okay, perfect. So what do we have here? We have this building. It's not really well connected, or at least they can't go as far as I would like them to. So we're gonna have to. We can build something closer to here. Yeah, but let's see what we can build here. Okay, slim and tall. We can go for these bad boys over here. We explored these options in the previous episode, so this building is not too bad. It's a big footprint, but it's extremely high capacity. Not as some others, so they should be fine. So if we go and build this one, how much does it cost? 400,000. Yes. Okay, so it can house 3 times as much as the Pripyat building, but houses 3 times. Well, costs double. Okay, coffee time, guys. You should prepare as well. Grab a drink, relax, and let's do this. Let's get this population up and running. Heating, oh sweet baby lord, Jesus, what the hell is happening? Okay, we have a little bit of a heating thing here. This side seems to be fine, 52%, but this one has 200% drain, so I wouldn't be surprised if they're a little bit on the cold side. I think this is more or less it. I don't think this can handle anything else. Heat exchanger, of course, heating plant should be working fine. if this was heating plant, but yeah, it's more or less on capacity as well, but I think we can handle this. Let's try this. Okay, did you save? Do you need more time? Okay. I'm also not really that happy with the optimization of the game. Still, I'm still having a lag issues. Right, I need that direction. I'm just looking where the pipes are. They're in the middle of the road, right next to the greenhouse over there. Okay, so this could work, but oh, slow down, slow down. Even the space button doesn't work properly. Okay, let me see if height is fine over here, because this pipe needs to be connected to the heating plant, and let's find the pipe, okay, and here we go, pipe is here. Okay, I think I could be okay with this. Okay. One low, yes, cross it, and then obviously we're gonna do zigzag thing over here. There. Oh, frig it. Right. You know what? Just build a damn pipeline. Yeah, I'm paying for the pipeline. Yeah, maybe it's not a bad thing to do because it costs a lot of. Stop it. Am I paying for this? No, okay. I was scared that they're actually paying for this. This is expensive. I mean, like, it's not that expensive, but, you know, I want them to work. Okay, so this should be supplied with all the peeps they need, because it's quite close. I don't think employment is an issue here, but so you should be fine. Let's see if we can build something like this, a little bit connectivity over here. There we go. So they have access to this kindergarten, even though... Oh, actually, it has a lot of space. That's fine. Okay, I think we should be handling this situation pretty well. I think we might go for another big building, just to be on the safe side. So let's see. The problem... you know what? No. It's not a problem. The thing is that we developed this side. Look, heat exchanger here works on 42%, 99 at the maximum capacity, and definitely we can handle more people. 1 million for 100,000 people. These guys here, I don't think they're cost effective, so I think we should go for something more. What's more cost? 720. Okay, this looks more cost effective. 720 people living in this building. We lost the building. 500 over here, so we have this one. 720, and it costs 400,000, 440. And this beauty of a building 660 and cost almost the same. Yeah, so cost-wise, if we don't worry about the footprint of the building, like we don't in this area here. Come on, rotate it a little bit. There we go. Okay, so if we don't worry about the footprint, which we don't at the moment, in this part of town, so I think this should be pretty much okay. This is just a shop over here, and they have everything. They should have everything over here, but like I said, we're gonna address these issues later on. This can definitely be better managed here. There we go. 440 here as well. There we go. This should provide us with additional population over here. I think for a foreseeable future they should be fine. Oh boy. Right, well, they are constructing this monstrosity over here, but I'm gonna have a coffee and think about it. Sorry about that. There we go. Oh, you should like, subscribe, and you can buy me a coffee in the comment section, in the description of the video, if you would desire to do so. That supports the channel and stuff. Flats prefab 300,000. That's not really cost effective. Let me just stroll through the buildings we have, the enormous ones. Cost effectiveness is not the strongest thing. Like, it's not cost effective. When I'm not criticizing any of these mods, I'm just saying when we are doing crazy stuff like this now, I think that some buildings are better than other ones. They are beautiful buildings here, and I prefer to build them in a realistic way, but we burned that bridge, baby. We are going all in here. So we gonna go for high capacity buildings, and well, obviously I'm not gonna go for free buildings or something, but this one here looks like it's the best one we can deal with. Let me just put it in here. I don't really care, but let me check what the people need here. Jobs. Kindergartens, I don't really care about this anymore because unemployment is high, but they are taking care of the kids. Electricity is... oh, yeah, I didn't see the line. It's fine. Should be fine. And, well, everything else in this area looks like it's working. So what I'm gonna do, just connect this a little bit better on both sides. So we're gonna have these guys going here and these guys going here, and this should be more or less all the connectivity they require. They're connected on all sides. The only thing is that this building that I just built is not enough, because it's gonna fill in all these people living with their parents in seconds. We're gonna need at least 2 more of these. Heating wise, we're screwed. Okay, so heating is gonna be a thing, so we're gonna have to build another heat exchanger. We can go, let me just check the height between these two codes. Okay, it's gonna be a problem. I'm gonna have to go for a direct heat exchanger, so I'm gonna have to go for a pipeline. Luckily for us, I can do a lot of that stuff over here, and I'm gonna go for a vanilla one. And vanilla is not expensive, and since they require a lot of steel over here to finish this construction that we are yabbering about this whole time, I think I'm just gonna go for, let's see here. Yeah, I think I did an overkill with these pathways over here, so I'm just gonna do a little bit of trimming. Come on. There we go. Okay, I just wanted to remove this, and so we can have potential... Yes, it fits. Perfect. And I will be going 1, 2, 3 high straight away. Usually we do between 2 and 3 high. I do 3 high above the railroad, but I do only 2 high above the normal roads. But in this case, again, like previously mentioned, doesn't really matter because we are doing the extremes right now. So this heating plant is the vanilla heating plant as far as I remember, and as soon as we connect it to this one, it should go crazy a bit. It is going crazy. That's fine, that's what we want. Yeah, that doesn't matter. I'm fine with this. Like I said, this building is, well, full. This building is absolutely full, so we're gonna go for 2 more. Okay, and we're gonna go for... Is that the one? I think it is 720. Yeah. Do we go for one? Can we go back to back on these ones? Oh, looks like it's pretty flat over here, so we can put it here close to the both electricity hoses and the electricity outlet. Electricity hose is a joke from a TV show, but yeah, not that funny, obviously. Right. I think this is all well connected. As long as this building has access to this main road, that would be fine. Okay, I'm pretty sure that this is gonna resolve most of our issues around this place. The only thing I can do here is obviously not transfer these people, but as soon as the building is done, I'm gonna empty one of these buildings in town just to clear out some space for them, so they can you know, just move themselves around. Maybe one from here, because they might fill in fast there as well, even though we have 2 additional buildings over here, so that should be fine. Okay, moving on. This town should be resolved any second now. We did empty a lot of buildings, and that's additional 2,000 living spaces. Living space. Okay, this one is going crazy, obviously. We do have this big monstrosity being constructed here, but guess what? Not enough, exactly. We need more. We're gonna need more. Well, look, by the time this building is built, I'm expecting to double population. We're growing like India. With all due respect and positive things about India, is we're just growing fast. China once was the country we would associate with the fast and big, huge population, but not anymore. There's a lot of countries that are speeding up with population. I think Nigeria is if not the biggest, it's one of the biggest ones. I noticed that we don't have electricity over here, so that should be taken care of as well. So I'm gonna go for power substation mod, and let's say 500 meters. No, that's not gonna be enough. 750. I can't even click properly on these guys. 750, and as not really as expected, but it looks like it's a little bit on the long side. But I can swing it around, so I think this is fine. Electricity is definitely needed straight away, so I'm gonna pay for this. Let me see. Come on, show yourself. There we go. Oh, actually, we have an exchanger over here. How are you doing power-wise? Are you being drained too much? Yes, this could be too much drainage. Oh no, okay, that was just the initial connection. That's fine. Temperature too low. That's a problem, right? Okay, yeah, looks like all of you have only one connection here. Okay, 150%, that's far from ideal. The thing is, I will be constructing another exchanger, but again, as previously mentioned, I'm gonna leave it to them to finish it. It would be so cool if I can hit this hole over here, and that's what she did say. Right, not pay for this. This is 2 million. This is really expensive, so we should have materials to finish this on our own, and I kind of hit the hole there, exactly what she wanted me to do. Yeah, maybe we'll see. Come on, 1 2 3 4. Come on, get out of hole, get out of that hole. No, do I have to? Oh, here we go. Yeah, that looks a little bit ugly. Let me see if I can help out here. This is being done by our own construction, so we're not wasting any money here. It's not like we were wasting money. We're actually not losing any money because of everything that's happening around here. We're earning more than we are spending, so obviously something is being done right here. So 1 2 3 4. Okay, I had enough of this, so I'm sold on this one. Just let me find, there we go, at least in the right direction, and off you go. You guys can construct this on your own. How is heating plant doing? 30%, that's perfectly fine. Population wise, I think they're gonna need a little bit of convincing to move here, so I'm gonna just move them here. And you can see that these buildings are not that well connected, so I'm gonna do that as well, especially this new part of the city. So let me just quickly do this. Sorry about this. Freezing, that's what's in Dublin. In Dublin, it's absolutely freezing. It's gonna be, well, compared to what usually Irish weather is like. Ireland has one of the nicest, the most stable weather in the. And let's go with world, because it's a small country and it doesn't have huge land area. Climate is more or less the same everywhere. More or less south, again, a little bit warmer, north a little bit colder, but all in all, it's all fine, all more or less the same. Rains all the time, and rain is not that bad. Rain is absolutely nice compared to the rains, as much as rain goes, but the weather doesn't go warmer. Average average warmer than 20-25 degrees Celsius in the summertime, and average doesn't go below zero in the wintertime. Average. The extremes are, I think, 33 degrees Celsius, the highest temperature ever measured in Ireland, and low, I don't know. I would say like 5-10 degrees Celsius by the extremes, and now we're gonna have minus 2, 3, 4 degrees Celsius, which is, the houses, the roads, the people are not really prepared for this weather because it's kind of extreme for Ireland. But yeah. So anyway, enough yabbering about random things, and let's try to get these people resettled elsewhere. I'm pretty sure this 1,400 additional apartments will definitely help. I push them along a bit, and we can move on. Okay, so what else do we have? This town is... Oh, they're done with this. Did I construct this or pay for this? I might have paid for this. But it's filling up nicely. I'm gonna leave it alone now just because I'm not sure how financially we're gonna be well off with this. Let's see how much progress are we making. Not much. We had like 12,000. We still have more or less the same amount of people. So that's a thing as well. Okay, obviously this railroad here, it's kind of gonna be abandoned, and I think we are kind of at a point where we're gonna be expanding our city even further, and this is just house those people. Proper after Second World War mentality we have here. Just build more. We need roofs over the heads of people, and that should be fine, and everything is gonna be fine. The band's gonna make it. Yeah, I mean, like, that was mentality, seriously, like most, not only communist countries, but everywhere. I mean, like, people started moving from villages to cities, and that, I don't consider that a bad thing. Great stuff happens in cities. Peaceful stuff happens in villages, and I'm perfectly fine with both of them. It's just cities weren't ready to accept all this population, so they had to build. They had to bend the rules on a lot of construction happenings, so buildings were built like literally anywhere. Okay, these guys are not cooperating here, so I'm not really sure if I should go smaller. I mean, this is definitely smaller, but this one doesn't fit either. But that's just, the terrain as it is. I mean, 1,000 buildings, I can try them. They have a huge capacity. I think they come with a hefty price tag, yeah. Well, a little bit less capacity. Come on. There we go. There we go. Hopefully they have electricity and heating here. I'm just gonna check on the heating, and of course it's disaster. Let me see if that's due to the heating plant. Not really. It looks like it can handle a little bit more capacity. It's just the exchangers. And again, we're gonna do this the old-fashioned way, where you're gonna do all the work and I'm gonna do all the planning. We're gonna go for a heat exchanger. 750. Let's start with 750 just in case. I think it might be too much, too far. Actually, it looks like it's a good distance away. It's just, can we rotate? I'm hoping it's gonna cut me short here, because actually, you know what, you guys can start construction of this straight away. I think it's a little bit on a hillside, which is good, because then the pipes are gonna go down, so I shouldn't have any issues with that. But on the downside, it's crowded over here. And on the downside, I was wrong. It's not really on that much of a hillside, so yeah, I might have a oh, here we go. Let's do this. Let's do crossover here. And can you connect with any of these? You don't seem to like any of these. Okay, let me remove the pipelines from here, and let's try to reconnect it from the other side. So if we go from here, and then 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, and there we go. You can connect that. I'm pretty sure they have all the coal. These deliveries are pretty good here. And there you go. I am a savior. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. I'm just I'm just doing the best I can. And often is not enough. Tourist areas, yeah, these are kind of pride and joy, but they'll still generate a lot of stuff. Accounting office here, we have 600 unemployed people. Okay, so they're perfectly fine. They're perfectly fine in being relocated. So that would be 700-800 people, which I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna move to next town to see, because it looks like they have some space over here, and this looks like it's exactly more or less perfect location for us to resettle these guys and create a little bit more living space, Lebensraum as it is, right? So let's relocate a couple of these You son of a gun. Let's relocate some of these guys here. Okay, here we go. Perfect. We're gonna close this one. Let's do the same with the other one, and that's gonna create a little bit more need for apartments over here in this town, which is for us perfectly fine, because I think on this side we do have some space to expand, so I think I'm gonna do it right now. There we go. That would be around 800 people relocated, and let's see what we can do with residential, and then let's go for these cost-effective apartments that we have. And let's plonk a couple of them over here. Now, the front of the building, actually, yeah, the front of the building doesn't have to be, well, it can be turned to any direction. That's perfectly fine. We will be connecting it really nicely with high quality roads. That's all right. Let's pay for this, and let's pay for this. How are we doing dollar-wise? Actually, we're doing quite well. We can start paying buildings in dollars as well. Right. I think this should be fine. The thing is, this is gonna create a lot of free space here, but we don't have any mega buildings over here. I think I definitely should build some of those bigger buildings on this side, just because it's gonna create a semi long-term solution. Is that a thing? It will have to be. So then I don't have to relocate any people over here. I can just let's see, how much space do you need? Right. Residential buildings. Residential. Let's rotate this twice over here. And can you be plonked in? There's a tunnel there creating problems, but there we go. New town, new opportunities. Right. Okay, coffee time. Coffee time done, so let's continue on. Right, we are finishing this building. This should be connected well. We are not gonna be worried about their living situation at the moment. We don't need to connect them well, just so firefighters have access and people can walk to the shops and elsewhere. I'm just gonna connect them. I'm not forcing them to live there. I'm not relocating them. So if there's any issues, complain to somebody else, not me. Well, we will be addressing the health status and situation of our people in the next episodes, maybe even next episode. We'll see what we can do there. Let me just go quickly through these emails we're getting here. Emails in 1960s. Actually, it's now 1984. And definitely emails are a thing. Even I believe even Tetris is a thing as well. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, probably this, especially if, yeah, we should definitely get rid of these fire messages. I'm really bad at this. I do apologize. I should have gone through the old tutorials and I didn't. That's kind of obvious. But we should definitely have an option if we don't, regarding the messages and stuff. So that would be definitely a good thing. Okay, this town is growing enormously and it has enormous potential. I was thinking like initial plan was of creating an industrial zone around the heating plant and the power plant, but looks like the better option would be to have an industrial area somewhere around here, because this is quite hilly and I think it's a really difficult terrain, but doesn't matter, this is industry in itself, but it's not well connected to the rest of the country. It's not well connected. The problem is we have too much population here in towns, and they don't have anywhere to work except the heating plant and the power plant. So wait, this is a thing, but this is not a thing. Okay, let's try to get this across this obstacle here. So we have a simple issue of this not being a thing. Come on. There we go. So you can go there, and you probably can snake your way up here. You just had it. There we go. That's perfectly fine with me. And yeah, I think the initial access was better. But anyway, let me just see. Do you have... oh, heating connection is there, and everything else. Electricity? You guys don't have electricity. Perfect. Not really, but you know what I mean. We'll get electricity there. So this one should have electricity. Let's see how far it is. One of them is there. What about you? You should have from there. Okay, it's kind of obvious that the best location for electricity hoses are around here. Let me see. It's over there. I would say 500 meters. It's an overkill. 300 meters. It's gonna be a little bit too... what about this? Okay, this is a thing. Bang! You're a thing. Yes, I can pay for this. That's fine. I need to connect it to the road. Road warrior. And just connect it. Just do it. Just a little bit. There we go. And don't forget the electricity hoses. And they're going from here all the way there. That's fine, right? Yes, it should be. We have a good redundant electricity grid, so I'm happy about that. I will be emptying one of these houses on the opposite side of town, or create a living space there. Again, saving, again. Not really crashing, but in my head it's the same. Right, let's continue on with the same buildings over here. I don't think, like, the problem with... I don't want to go into politics or anything like that, but the problem with a lot of this, like in socialism, at least where we live, is everybody had employment. That was also a problem. Not really that people weren't doing anything, that they didn't want to do anything, because the problem was that there wasn't that much jobs, but everybody was employed. And the problem was that you kept stuffing people in cities like we're doing right now, and we don't have any jobs. In the game, it's fine. We don't care because we have money. But you have to be productive, you know, member of society. Well, you don't, but it's always a good thing to be. And in this case, definitely that's not the, well, case. So... if you have a lot of unproductive people, well, what we don't have any damage to society, economy, whatever. We don't care. You know, just mind your kids and make more of them. That's fine. Get on with your life. Heating and electricity is connected here, so I'm gonna and they're pointing, the entrance to the building is pointing to the right direction. That's all fine. We have some space over here. Right, okay, this is gonna be tricky because this is a little bit hilly, just a little bit. Here we go. And this one, but this one is not turned to our right direction, so we're gonna have to connect it a little bit better to the rest of the world. Again, let's go to pathways. Let's go here. Let's squeeze a pathway in between here and here. That's perfectly fine. Just connect all of it to the road system so they can walk everywhere. You are connected and you are connected. That's fine. And just in case, you can be connected here as well. Whatever this is, connected. This looks like a shop. Yes, indeed it is. Okay, they have shops there, connectivity, connectivity, connectivity. I think it's all fine. Hopefully this is gonna create... I doubt that these guys can actually walk here. Maybe they... no, they can't. But I can do a nice thing like this and just relocate all of these guys from here. That's gonna create some apartments on that side, or space on that side, so that's fine. I'm not gonna go into micromanagement of this area. I can see here, for example, that this building is not well connected to the rest of the world. Probably should have done this initially, but like I said, we have so many towns, so many people. We don't have... if I focus like this on every town, we never would we would never do anything. That's it. Right, that's it from me on this side. We have a couple of those buildings here. They're gonna drain all these people that are living with their parents, and we're gonna move on. Okay, this one should be a little bit easier, but I have my doubts because it's a little bit on a slim side. Unlike me, it's a little bit on a slim side, the space we have around here. Oh boy, oh, look at this. Oh, how nice. Okay, so let's try to get this one going. You know what the problem is going to be? We're just getting to a problem right now. We're getting to a problem called Herzmanice, our capital, which is already... I kind of gave up on expanding that city, and we're going to come to the, well, problem. What's happening over here? All of those buildings are actually full. Looks like they are. Okay, so let's give them what they need, more living space. So... can you squeeze in here? Oh, looks like you can. Okay. Okay. Okay, this looks like a decent location enough, decent enough location. So let me rotate this one over here. There we go. Something. When you start leveling, you can even navigate it a little bit left and right, and it should have a little bit nicer location. So, oh, look at this one. This one actually has only 70% load at the moment. That's perfect. So we have this centrally located building over here. Probably should have started with the other ones first, but that's fine. That should be okay. That should be okay. Oh boy, look at this mess. I see here numbers up to 6, 7, 800 people. That's so much fun. What the solution could be to all of this is max exodus, probably. Yeah, probably I should relocate one of these big buildings, especially, or maybe even two, elsewhere. I think that would resolve this problem, but the problem is I need to find space where I'm gonna put all these people. Now, we do have... and these here, guys, there are so many of them. Okay, I can start with relocating some of these people, but this is already 2,000 people that need to be relocated. Zdar has potential to have some buildings, and we're gonna utilize that, but I would like to get rid of these first. And of course, no people living with their parents over here. That is interesting. 600 people can fit here. Nothing else can fit in here. What about the rest of them? They look like they're all close to capacity, so I would like to avoid overfilling buildings at the moment. I would like to construct some more buildings, definitely. So let's start with that. So we need to find, if I'm gonna put people here, they're gonna need a lot of living space. If these are the most cost-effective buildings and maybe even space-saving buildings, maybe I should, like do more than a few of these. So let's start, because there's not much time. I mean, in this episode we have 20-ish minutes, a little bit less, but in the grand scheme of things, we didn't touch Usti, we didn't touch Herzmanice. Actually, we're gonna depopulate Herzmanice. We have Komarov, Zdar, we have Pshelouch, Požiči. We have work to do. There's a lot of work to be done. Here we go. One over here. This one is spread out with between 3 other heat exchangers, so at least something. That's fine. This railroad station, I kind of lost faith in it, and I'm not really interested in, well, making it operational because it's huge, and not sure if it's cost effective, location effective, and I think it's just spaces. It's a waste of space. It looks beautiful, but it's just absolutely enormous. Okay, so let's try to relocate some of these people. This is 720 if I remember correctly for each one of those buildings. I'm gonna go for Komarov over here and give it a head start on... Wow, I can't even click properly, guys. This is how much... What if I zoom in? Is it gonna be easier? Yeah, a little bit. Okay, zooming in, that means that they have to render less. I hope so. So I'm gonna resettle some of these people over here from Komarov first, so we can get this done and dusted. And I'm gonna continue resettling them because they're moving into this building, and I have a feeling that there's gonna be a lot of them. Okay, now we can continue depopulating Herzmanice, our capital. Wow. There's 200 people only living with their parents. This is how much we have to click to relocate all these people. We're probably gonna fill in all of these buildings that we just constructed, but at least we have more space to construct over here in this town. So let's continue on. The problem with this snow that is falling at the moment is gonna be that we won't see all the pathways that are there that we need to rebuild, because these... Wow, this is even filling faster than I can click. Okay, this is gonna be so much fun. I don't even think that we have to relocate 2 of these buildings. I think this one, look how fast it's filling. Okay, that's so much fun. So yeah. Well, at least this town here has potential to grow, so well, it has a lot of space to grow, so I don't have any problems building stuff here. Yeah. One other thing about these old buildings, I'm thinking about this. This is the project Usti that I actually never did. I think we should do an episode about that. A lot of you commented in the comment section saying that it's your favorite city in this map. Usti is the town surrounded 3 sides by river, 1 side with a highway, and it's not the smallest one. It actually has a decent size and population capacity, so I'm really happy about Usti itself. So Usti is it's one of my, if not the favorite city here. Of course, we started in Herzmanice not because we wanted it. We started in Herzmanice because it had industry. It had nuclear industry, and we started there just because of that. So actually, you know what? There's slowing down on filling up. So we're gonna go and just. Wow. I have a feeling that heating this place is gonna be an issue. Ooh, ho, ho, ho. Right, this is gonna be a lot of issues here. Okay, you know what? Let's give up on this Herzmanice and let me... Well, not really give up. Oh, this is vanilla. Oh, you're killing me here. Okay, and this looks like it's gonna be a cold winter for these guys. Let me see. Temperature of the building too low. Okay. Extreme times call for extreme measures. Heating plant. One of my favorite mods, and at the same time one of my least favorite mods, is geothermal heating. Geothermal heating is absolute blessing. I think is the future of our world and planet in real life, but in this game it provides practically limitless amount of energy and heat that you can generate from these heating plants, and 0 pollution. So it's kind of... Well, you do that. There's a downside. You need to have highly educated people, but well, you have to have college educated people operating it, but other than that, you're good to go. Whatever happens. So we're gonna have one of these over here. Oh, you're empty. That's interesting. Okay, so we have still a lot of capacity over here, or, well, at least we can... They're already breeding. Our people. We already have people living with their parents in this city. Incredible! Coffee time! Oh, that's a good Lavazza. Okay. Right, let's move on. So what do we have? I'm gonna leave this alone for now. I think I'm gonna recheck our numbers a little bit. Okay, 7,500 people living with their parents. Resettling them, it's just too much clicking. I'm not being one of those like millennials or so. Actually, I probably am. I think I am millennial. Yeah, 1982, I was born. Anyway, so I think it's like last or first generation. I don't know. Anyway, what I wanted to say is that I'm not gonna be like the guy who doesn't like to click a lot. That's the highlight of my day or the biggest problem I have in life. No, it's just because of the slowness here. It's gonna be most of the episode you seeing me click like once a second for, well, a lot. Okay, that's it. I'm done with this. We have Zdar over here. Zdar is one of those precious little towns that we have that is just keeps growing and growing. Population-wise, 247,000. I think this is gonna slow down our growth now because of the winter. Let's see, that's... yeah, okay, this is a good statistics. I always forget to check this. Do we have this in town hall as well? The... Oh, right. Oh, pause. Did we have any issues right now? There's a lot of people without... Well, there's no electricity here. What about here? Wait. How is there no power supply? Okay, are you connected to power source? Yes, you are. Okay, so what's the problem with you? Oh, too many connections. Okay, so... Okay, you're just going up and down. Okay, that's fine. We can handle that. Let me see how we can get more electricity into you guys. Okay, so what about this connector here? Okay, this is taking 9 megawatts. That, given that the closest power plant is over there, it actually could be too much. So what we would need around here would be, well, a power plant. Okay, I don't have will or time to set this up at the moment. We can always go again to cheating mode where we have geothermal power plants as well. So we have a power plant here and we have large, medium and small geothermal power plant. We can do this, not sure if I want to. I think I'm just gonna do it. I think we're just gonna go for it. Let's see the large one, how large the large one is. How much electricity the large one gives me? 965. Okay, nuclears give me... Well, that's not a lot. Well, given that it's giving us free... if you take into account that it's giving us like free electricity, you just have to have highly educated people. That's definitely a lot. Yeah, I think... yeah, let's go with the large one over here. If I can squeeze it in. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a little bit challenging. Okay, medium. There we go, medium is gonna fit a little bit better. I can rotate it a little bit. Okay. 2.7 million. This is how much it costs. It's not... They have to dig... Yeah, actually, I forgot to mention that. That it's really expensive to build. I mean, like, but if you have money, if you have a highly educated people, there's no downsides. You don't need to supply it with anything. You don't have to. You don't have any pollution. Not really cheat mode on, but it's not far from it either. So we have these guys. Okay, they do have a population issue. Okay, time to start populating another ring around the city. So let's see how far we can get. Residential, and again we're gonna go for same model building because seems to be price-wise and space-wise the most cost-effective. So I'm gonna go for 2 of those bad boys around here, if at all possible. It's possible over here. So let's see if this is gonna be a thing. That should create some living space over there. What about the rest of them here? We have some living space here, but building without power supply here as well. I thought, well, actually this is still not done. I'm hoping that this is gonna create a little bit of Well, redundancy, power redundancy, because our problem is not this. Our problem is not getting power here, because there's enough power getting to this system, but not in. There's too many too many power drains happening in the city. So this is our problem. Power supply obviously is a big thing. Kindergartens, we don't care about that, but they have pub, culture, sports. Yeah, that's just the usuals. Culture is something that I would consider. Sports, not really, because I'm gonna go and, yeah, again, electricity. Electricity is a word of the day here. How you doing? 2/3 done. People here, well, do you have space? That's temperature too low. Oh, right. Okay, so you have actually, okay, the temperature is too low because it's getting up to speed. What about the temperature? What about this? Okay, this is not working like crazy, so... But yeah, they have a power supply issue. Okay, so looks like there's kinda loop happening here. So we don't have enough heat because we don't have enough. Well, obviously we don't have enough heat, but they're still not complaining enough for because they're breeding like rabbits. Okay, so what about power issues still? Okay, this is being finished, geothermal power plant, and let's see how this is gonna go. They should have all the electricity they need now. Well, not really. It's only 645 megawatts. How much is the power plant over here? 1.4. This is like half, less than half. Let's go with half of this power plant. Okay, and production just kind of skyrocketed. Well, kinda. This should definitely take some load off our rest of the grid. Yes, you can see that there's no more power issues over here. That's perfect. You can see that this one doesn't have electricity issue anymore. Geothermal once again saves the day, as expected. Okay, so this looks like it's a couple of these buildings look like they're kind of centrally located, so I'm gonna start relocating people so they can drain all those people living with their parents to this building, because it's centrally located at... Oh, right, stop doing that. That means that they're gonna go away from there a little bit easier, like it's gonna attract all these people living with their parents from the rest of the buildings. Right, let's do one more. This one also looks like it's a good candidate, and we're gonna settle them on suburbs. Okay, this looks like it could be a thing. Yes. Okay, this should resolve a lot of issues over here. Let me just check how our general population, 7,000 people living in their parents. Obviously, I think it's obvious to everybody that this is not going to be done in this episode. The rest of the cities, we do have... ooh, Modrava looks fine. Okay. Railroad is almost done as well. That's something that we should address. Right, this bad boy over here, and of course we're coming back to Kolomerzice over there. Right, so this is 200 people living in their parents. Yes, we need living space, Lebensraum, and a little bit more of Lebensraum. Right, okay, let's slowly bring this episode to an end. We did buy a lot of expensive toys right now. Look, I learned a lot playing this game. Like I would make so much stuff different and looking better if I had a chance to do it. I mean, like if we started all over. For example, railroads, tunnels. Get rid of the tunnels. Tunnels are bad news. Just don't do tunnels. Intersections. What LDZ / his nickname on the Discord. I'm not gonna mention that. I don't know if they want to. LDZ commented, he taught me how to do these intersections. This was just absolutely amazing. So intersections that I'm mentioning here, you have this, how do we call it? French horn and railroad intersections. Let me show you the prime example of that, if they actually finished it. But it should be almost finished. See these beautiful intersections. This is a prime work of art as far as I am concerned. This is just amazing. artwork. I would even say artwork. These things that I learned by playing this game. So anyway, I would do these things much more. This is much more realistic. This is much better. It just brings this game so much closer to not only surviving, but actually, you know, expanding the ideas, possibilities, whatever you can do. And I still want water physics for this to work much better. It would be definitely much better. Right, I think we are doing an okay job here. You can see that aluminium, it has been exported. We exported the hell out of this bad boy. Definitely, this is an industry that we can, well, contribute more. We should contribute more, and then probably would function a little bit better. But anyway, I'm happy. I'm happy where this has gone, and I'm happy that we are now at. Yeah, we're still stagnating population-wise. I have to say that. Unfortunately, winter looks like it's harsh one. So let's see, from the 1st of November. I don't know exactly when we started, but this is not the best growth in the world. I mean, 15,000 plus, 9,000 minus, and that means population, well, at least deaths are dropping. Birds are, well, dropping too. But that would be because, you know, well, we need to do a better job anyway. Right, okay. That's it. I think we created a couple of thousand apartments this episode. In the middle of nowhere, no public transport. Hopefully they have food and, well, at least I think all of them have electricity and heating, so they should at least that way survive the winter. Food is always optional. We'll address those issues in the future. In the next couple of episodes, while we're finishing this series, we're going to be addressing some other issues, maybe having some artistic expression with Usti or something like that, demolishing the whole town, rebuilding it from the scratch with nothing but cash money. Cream, get the money. Right, okay, I think I spoke too much anyway. Okay guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, press the like button. If you didn't, nasty comment section, let me know what you think. Subscribe, notification bell. Oh, you can buy a coffee as well. See how you can buy me a coffee. You can see how in description of the video. Thank you for everything. See you next time. Bye bye.